In section 10.2, we're going to look at what's called pressure. And pressure may be a familiar term. So the pressure of something is going to be the force per unit area on a surface. How much something is pushing in a specific area. Forces are going to be measured in newtons, and newtons are the SI unit of force. We'll look at some other units of force in a little bit. The technical definition for 1 newton is the force that will increase the speed of 1 kilogram of mass by 1 meter per second each second that that force is applied. A barometer, you might have heard of barometers before, but they're going to measure atmospheric pressure. And you might hear about barometric pressure on the weather, but they're measuring the air pressure in a specific area. The barometer was actually developed in the 1600s by Torricelli, and he used mercury to measure his atmospheric pressure. And so he had a long tube that he placed mercury in this tube, and as the air pressure pushed down on the mercury, it caused it to rise up to different measurements. And so he determined that 1 atmosphere was equal to 760 millimeters of mercury. So atmosphere is 1 unit of pressure. Millimeters of mercury are another unit of pressure. And so we can actually convert between atmospheres and millimeters of mercury. So when you see these units, you're going to have to convert. So you might want to write some of these down on your conversion chart. So some other units of pressure. We've got 1 atmosphere. That's equal to 760 millimeters of mercury, which is also equal to 760 torr, or you could say 760 torr is equal to 1 atmosphere. These are all also equal to 101.325 kilopascals. Now, sometimes you'll also see pascals. So just like kilometer and meter, or kiloliter and liter, if we have 101.325 kilopascals, that would be 101,325 pascals. So again, write these conversions down on your conversion chart. 1 pascal is the pressure exerted by force of a newton acting on 1 square meter. So here we're going to look at converting some of these units. So the first one, if we have 24 atmospheres and we want to go to torr. So just like we've always done, whatever units you start with, those will go on the bottom. What we're going to go on the top. And then we're going to come back to how the different units are equal. So this says 1 atmosphere is equal to 760 torr. So we put 1 with the atmosphere, 760 with the torr, and we multiply. Here we're converting 3.5 atmospheres to kilopascals. So we write the 3.5 atmospheres down, atmospheres on bottom. 1 atmosphere is equal to 101.325 kilopascals. So that goes on top. And again, multiply, and we get, this should be kilopascals here. The last one, we have pascals. So 230 pascals, we want to convert to ATM. So 230 pascals. And I said that instead of 101.325 kilopascals, it's 101,325 pascals are equal to 1 atmosphere. So 1 atmosphere on top, because pascals are what we started with, so they have to go on bottom. And here we're going to be dividing. So all of these unit conversions are just going to be one step. The last thing we're going to look at is what's known as standard temperature pressure. As we move forward in this chapter, you're going to be given problems, and they'll say this occurred at standard temperature pressure. You will need to know what that means. So when they say standard temperature and pressure, or they might say STP, this means that the pressure is 1 atmosphere and the temperature is 0 degrees Celsius. So again, you will see just STP a lot, so make sure you know what that means.